Well, right now we are continuing to monitor weather, especially as we monitor the fires burning near Boulder. I'm 9 News meteorologist Laurann Robinson with your midday virtual forecast. Let's go ahead and start with a couple of different looks around town. This is Fort Collins, where we are starting to see that snowfall pushing through the area. If you look very closely, you can see those flakes here. We do also have some snow pushing through the Eisenhower Tunnel. This is near Loveland Ski Area. A lot of this has been falling through a good portion of the late morning hours. None of it has made its way to Denver quite yet, but we will be seeing it later this afternoon into this evening. Right now, we're just seeing that cloud cover thicken in preparation, and those temperatures really dropping. We're at 36 degrees where it feels like 30, and that's just because of winds coming in from the east at around 8 miles per hour. So it's going to get colder. We already had our official highs for the day, so as we go through the rest of the afternoon, we're going to see those temperatures dropping mostly into the mid-20s. But as you take a look at our current temperatures across the northern half of the Front Range and Eastern Plains, most of us in the lower to mid-30s here. Then you can see some low 40s as you make your way a little further south, and then in the far southeastern corner of the state, we're seeing some 50s. This area, of course, much drier and much warmer. But as you take a look at the high country, teens, 20s, low 30s, even some low 40s right now in Saguache. And then as you make your way toward the western slope, we're seeing those current temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Now, the strong winds that we saw yesterday that really weren't helping fire crews try and battle those fires near Boulder. We had strong winds and we had very dry air, which likely led to some of those fires. Definitely helped with the spreading, but those stronger winds have pushed their way further southeast. So in the southeastern corner of the state is where we can see those wind gusting up to around 30 to 35 miles per hour. As you take a look at our wind gust forecast here and across the Front Range, this is where we can see those winds be a lot calmer than what we saw. So hopefully this helps crews because we're going to see calmer winds and moisture push in the form of that snowfall. So specifically as you take a look near Boulder, this is where we see those wind gusts calm down to maybe around 10-15 miles per hour at times as we go into this evening. So that's good news there. More good news, of course, is going to be that snowfall. As we take a look at our HD Doppler radar, we can already see that snow falling in portions of the area that's just going to be further west of Denver into the foothills through Boulder, and then just the foothills a little west of Fort Collins. Now, as we take a look at the western half of the state, we do have some heavy snowfall along portions of the I-70 corridor. So this is going to be something of note. If you do have to travel or know someone traveling west, then you want to be aware of these very hazardous travel conditions, especially as you make your way through Grand Junction, where we're seeing these brighter purple colors. This is where we're seeing periods of heavy snowfall here. And then as you make your way a little bit further south, some lighter snowfall in the southern mountain ranges. But as we go through the rest of our Friday, we're really going to see this map fill in with that snowfall, pushing its way into Denver later this afternoon into this evening. And at times, we're going to see that snow falling pretty heavy at times. Maybe we see around 3 to 5 inches of accumulation here in Denver. Higher totals to the west, of course, smaller totals to the east. But the snow is sticking around through midnight. So if you're someone who's planning on going out celebrating New Year's Eve, it's going to be cold, it's going to be snowy, it's going to be a little breezy at times. So you'll want to make sure you're dressed appropriately. And then as we go into early Saturday, we start to see that snow really lingering, but becoming pretty piecey toward the west. And it eventually all moves its way further eastward and out of the state by tomorrow evening. Overnight, tomorrow, we see clearing skies, and those clearing skies really cool us down quite a bit. So tomorrow, we're going to see those wind chills below 0. Tonight, it's going to be pretty chilly, not quite as bad since we have that cloud cover, which actually helps keep us a little warmer in the overnight hours. But as you take a look at these snow advisories until tomorrow morning, we have winter weather advisories to the east, and we have winter storm warnings in the high country and off to the west. A lot of these areas could see up to around a foot of snow. And then as you make your way a little bit further southwest, we could see a couple feet of snowfall, maybe near Telluride or Durango or so. So we're going to continue to watch for this. Smaller totals again to the east. Maybe the eastern plains sees around 2 to 6 inches of snowfall. In Denver, again, I think we see around 3 to 5 inches by tomorrow afternoon. So because of all of this new snowfall that we're seeing and these strong winds, we do have some avalanche watches that'll be in effect, and this is going to be until Saturday or Sunday, depending on the area. But all in all, most of the high country across the state, you do just want to be aware of those hazardous avalanche conditions. That's going to be because of the strong winds and all of that new snowfall in the area. Outside of that, we're mostly cloudy. We already saw our high of 37 degrees today. We're going to see that snow pushing in later this afternoon. The rest of the Front Range and Eastern Plains already saw our highs in the mid-30s. We're going to continue to just cool down as we go through the rest of the afternoon. That snow pushes in, really calms down the air, cools down the air. So we'll see those late afternoon temperatures mostly in the upper to mid-20s. Now later tonight, we can see those temperatures temperatures dropping pretty chilly, especially in the southern mountain ranges and into the eastern plains. So because of that, we do have some wind chill watches and advisories that'll be in effect. Across portions of the southeastern plains, we do have wind chill advisories. That's going to be from tonight into tomorrow. And we're going to watch for those wind chills to drop to near negative 25 below. And then in the further southern mountain ranges, we could see these wind chills dropping to near 30 below. So it's going to be pretty chilly in a couple of these areas. Again, this is wind chill. This is not going to be the air temperature, but the air temperature partnered with the stronger winds in some of these areas will make it feel a lot colder than what the thermometer is reading. Tomorrow we have another cold day in store. We're going to start the day with the lingering snow showers before that pushes out tomorrow evening. So the first day of 2022 going to be cold and snowy, not like the majority of what we saw for the latter half of 2021. But eventually all of that snow moves out, the cold temperatures move out, and we become more seasonal as we go into next week. We have a lot of temperatures in the mid 40s for Sunday. Then as we start our work week, we see those temperatures back in the upper 40s to low 50s before we have more snow chances moving in for Wednesday.